Hello, Malachi. Thank you for coming to see us. Could you give us your thoughts on the game today?
Yeah, thought it was a difficult day, to be fair. I think it was a bright start from us, to be fair. The first 10-15 minutes was quite bright, and obviously the goal happened, and then just from there felt like a bit of a downhill game from then. But yeah, overall I think it was a tough day, but we have to go again and keep our heads up and keep pushing.
Must be disappointing, frustrating, all those types of words that you could use, isn't it? I mean, the emotions after a game like that. Yeah,
definitely. I think everyone sets out and with the right intentions, the right things to do, the right drive and motivation before games. But it just sometimes doesn't recognise on the pitch. So sometimes I feel like we just need to kind of show that as well, show that emotion and show that drive on the pitch, even if we go a goal down as well. Just try and climb again.
You've seen this team can play well. You know, you've been involved in games as well where the team have played well. It's a bit of inconsistency, I think, at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. But it's never easy. I think obviously everyone wants to be as consistent as they can. No one's got the intention of just being good one week and bad one week, but I feel like it's just it's a group of lads that are willing to learn as well, which is good. So yeah, I think it's just we need to stick together at this point and try and push.
Don't want to point out the blindingly obvious, but the team bottom of the table again. You know, how do you see the final 10 games? What's the hopes of staying up? Yeah,
I think it's obviously quite cliche to say, but I feel like it's just we'd have to take it game by game. Got an important game on Wednesday against Pompey as well, so I feel like we're not looking too far ahead, but we just got to take it game by game, give our all each game, and for the fans and for the club as well, which I feel like it means a lot to as well. So
you mentioned the game against Portsmouth. Yeah. It's not a local derby because it's a long way away, but there is a big rivalry between the two teams, and I think you guys can expect quite a hostile atmosphere when you go to Fratton Park on Wednesday. You're going to need to really roll your sleeves up for that one, aren't you?
Yeah, I think the lads were speaking about in the change room after. I feel like as well there's a lot of emotion as well, so I feel like that's the perfect game for it as well, just to kind of show our desire and show our drive as well. So we're going to go there and look for something. Everyone's going to put their all and hopefully we can get a result from there.
With Adam Randall being suspended for 3 games, today was the first one. That's obviously an opportunity now for you to stay in the team for the rest of the season. Personally, you must be looking to do that. Yeah, I think personally, I'm just wanting to help as well. That's the main thing. I've come here to kind of try and help the boys and help the gaffer as well as much as I can. Obviously, Rands is a huge miss for us as well because he's someone that gives his all, so that shows a lot on the pitch and off the pitch as well. So he will be a huge miss. But like I said, I want to kind of help the team as much as I can, whether it's playing 90 minutes, whether it's playing 2 minutes. You know what I mean? So I'm not really focused on that, but just hopefully just trying to get ourselves out of the bottom 3. You've signed quite a long contract with Argyle, so you've sort of committed your future to Argyle. It's a good club. We know that. We've reported on it for a long time. It's a good club. How do you see the future for you at the club going forward? How much, whatever happens this season, do you want to be part of successful times here? Yeah,
of course. Obviously, my brother's been here as well and told me about the city, about the club, and about the aspirations of this club. So as soon as I heard that, I was obviously sold and wanted to kind of just come in straight away. So yeah, I feel like I know what this club is about and I know what they want as well. So I'm just trying to stay here for as long as possible and just see how it goes and see the good times you can have.
I never knew with your brother whether to call him Hiram or Hiram.
Yeah.
Which is the right way.
Hiram.
Yeah, Hiram. I should have remembered that from when he did really well when he was here as well. Did he? He obviously enjoyed it here.
Yeah, definitely. He loved the place. Like as soon as I was told about Plymouth, he was just like, I love that city as well. So as soon as he said that, I just knew this is a place for me. So just buzzing.
Keep going for the rest of the season.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
The manager touched on the fact that there's a lot of pressure on you players.
Yeah.
But you're a professional sportsman as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know that the job comes with pressure, doesn't it? Our job comes with pressure. So, how do you deal with that yourself personally, or in amongst the team as well?
I think it's mostly down to obviously just having a tight knit kind of community and a group that are together on the pitch and off the pitch. Everyone wants to help each other. I feel like, especially like when you have a relationship with like Darko and stuff like that, and people around the changing room. Yeah, I think everyone wants to help each other on the pitch and off the pitch. So I feel like that's the pressures for me. That's how I deal with it. And speaking to people around the club is how I deal with it usually. I'm also religious as well, so I pray a lot as well. So that's something that when I have pressures and I have trials and stuff like that, then that's where I'll go to. So for me, it's not really thinking about pressures, just how I can kind of just relax it a little bit more.
Yeah, so you try not to put pressure on yourself.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
And Chris touched on it. Portsmouth, a massive game, but what could be better than going to Portsmouth and getting a result there? It would alter things, because the great thing is we're still a 6-point gap. It's not got any bigger, so that would be the right result, really, wouldn't it? Yeah,
definitely. I think everyone knows the task at hand as well, so I think we're looking to go there and just give our all and show some passion and show some drive and desire, which is obviously what we need right now. So we're going to go there and just try and get the 3 points and definitely try and push on from there.
I just thought as well, only a little bit of pressure. Hiram will be watching as well to see how you get on.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, exactly that. So no pressure, literally.
Mirren, disappointing this afternoon, obviously, certainly the scoreline. What were your thoughts on the game?
I think we started well. The first 10, 12 minutes. Showed the desire, showing the home park that we can, and the fans that we are ready to fight, that we are ready to attack. I think we also created in this 10, 12 minutes the first 2 goal scoring opportunities with Musa, and I think in the end also with Meti. And then the first offensive action, the first positive action for them, the first negative action for us, the own goal, and then you just felt that the pressure is on, and we collapsed, because pressure can do a lot of damage, and it was unbelievable difficult for us because the momentum suddenly changed. I think it will be very important for us in this first period of the game that we can score, so we have finally the momentum back on our side. But actually the first action of Sheffield and the own goal gave them this momentum, and then you visibly could see that's had a hard effect on us.
And obviously 2 down by the break. What was said at half-time?
That we still have a chance, especially if we can score the next one. We can, turn the home park again. Very hostile, very loud, but we simply could not manage to create any goal-scoring opportunity. And I think the summary of all this is the example of Ryan Hardy, who literally could not walk for the last 3 weeks. He had 1.5 session with us, and we have to put him on pitch because there's nothing else in terms of danger. So we simply could not deal with the pressure, and that's the reality. But from this point we also have to move on, because our task as staff and my task as head coach is always to protect this team. And I protected them also just 1.5 months ago against a very, very difficult, or after a very, very difficult moment for us, Burnley. And we found also there the right ingredients and the right approach to turn this for us. And I think we are in a very similar situation right now, and we're going to try to do the same again, to support, to protect, so we can take a little bit away this pressure from the lads, and we can move on.
Are you still seeing plenty of positives from the players, and the results obviously haven't been so good, but are you seeing plenty of positives?
No, we have to. One positive thing was that also Joe returned today finally on the pitch, even though there is just 20 minutes, but this 20 minutes will give us the opportunity for next time to play another 10, 15 more, so we get them a little bit closer. And we simply also need, in this kind of moments, it's not about quality, it's sometimes about the personality. And simply too many players feel this pressure right now and they can't perform. And Joe is exactly the opposite. He's been in those kind of situations, and this will help us.
How much are you learning about your players as you go along? Because you've been in a short time and you've had to learn quickly.
I'm here for 2 months. I'm learning every single day, and I'm taking also the responsibility for this performance today, because it's my task to prepare them best possible. It's my task to give them the best possible tactical approach, and it's my task always to support and to protect the team. And I will do this. And again, Burnley is a good reference for us also there. After a very, very difficult and tough night for all of us, we get up again the next morning and we attacked. And I think Wednesday, looking forward already, Wednesday and Saturday, nobody's actually believing in us anymore. That's maybe a little bit less pressure, and that's a chance for us again.
You're talking about protecting your players, and I totally get that. What was the mood at the final whistle of this one?
As you can imagine, because for me the performance was disappointing, but in momentum today I felt just the Green Army turned the back on us. The Green Army turned the back on us. A lot of people left the stadium, and I cannot blame them. It's up to us to make them come, to make them stay, and to make them support. And I think this is something that we have to come together again. And I know those kind of nights are very, very difficult, but it's part of this beautiful game. Pressure is part of it, and we have to face this, not hide, face this, and we have to get up again and try again. And we as staff will try everything possible to protect the team and to give them a chance to try again.
Then we'll move on to Chris, please.
Okay.
One more.
Well, my final question was going to be, we're at the bottom of the table now. It looks fairly perilous, but the season's not over, is it? It's 10 games to go.
Voila, and that was also the message to them. I know it's hard, I know it's tough, I know it's difficult, I know the shoulders are feeling heavier and heavier, but there's a chance for us and we believe in it. Thank you.
Hello, Mirren. You said you take responsibility for the performance, but there is only so much you can do, isn't there? Yes, you pick the tactics and the system and what have you, but you do need the players to play their part as well. How frustrating has it stood on the touchline there in the second half when I don't think you had a goal attempt in the second half?
It's still a players' game, so in the end, they have to execute the plan, and I think this pressure plays a big role. I think the situation with Adam Randall is maybe the perfect example of feeling this pressure and just losing the temper, losing the calmness, losing a little bit the head, and we just simply can't afford this. So Adam is out for 3 games, and at this moment it's important to control our emotions. And this is very important for us, to as staff, to deliver this message, because in the end, I know it's hard for the boys outside. I know this. I feel this. We are sportsmen. We want to be successful. We want to succeed, to win games, to have night moments. And I know that pressure can do a lot of damage. And we are now in this pressure moment, and we have to find a way to just deal better with that. Because the 3 perfect examples, what this team is capable of, is Brentford, Liverpool, Manchester City, because there is no pressure. These are games to enjoy. There is no pressure to win. Tonight we have to win. It changed. Hull City, you have to win. It changed. And this is just for us then to find again just a good approach, not to lose the head, because we can't. Because if we do this, then we have performances like this, and also the suspension of Adam. That's the skipper of this team, a very crucial player. And I miss him now for 5 games. 2 games he was injured after this, and now he's 2 games suspended. Calm, cool head, 10 games to go. We cannot afford to lose our nerves.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about Adam, but a 3-match ban, were you surprised by that? Disappointed?
No, I'm not surprised, because I think the fundament of this game is respect, and you have to control your emotions. After the game against Hull City, we all agreed that the second goal was 1 meter offside. But imagine me losing my head, going to the referees and screaming and shouting at them. Imagine me after the game going inside the locker room and try to, I don't know, to do what. That's not the picture I want to give to my lads. So mistakes are part of this game. That is just important to be respectful all the time, and to respect also sometimes hard decision against you. It's part of the game. So that's what I'm saying. Calm and cool head.
tough decisions include making 3 substitutions at half time, don't they? You know, that's not something that a decision you would take lightly. You took Julio, Nathaniel and Callum off. Obviously the team was 2-0 down at the time, I understand that, but can you talk to me about the changes you made at half time?
Yeah, Julio was yellow booked, and I simply cannot afford to, or we cannot afford to take any risk. And we have with Cornell and Victor 2 fit, playable centre backs on the bench. I hoped with Puška more offensive output, because I think Netis started pretty well. He was involved in the first 2 offensive actions, but then the own goal, it was tough. It was also tough for him, and I had with Puška over there, and then Hardy is just the summary of, again, it was 3 weeks. He could not actually move, and we have to put him on the pitch because we depend on the goal of Hardy, because no one else is capable to create anything and you can also feel on Hardy today. I don't blame him that he just a lack of rhythm and everything. But we tried in the halftime to change it, and it wasn't successful.
And you say about Ryan, knowing Ryan as we do, he would have volunteered to play. He wouldn't have had a problem playing today, would he? But he'd have probably known he was nowhere near 100% fit.
Yeah, but that's exactly the personality and the character we need. Player who really, really want to go fully and want to all in and want even to take even some risks in terms of their injury healing, and that's Hardy and that's Joe, and those guys will help us. Believe me, we missed Hardy a lot over the last 5-6 games. There is a reason why we are not scoring. If the best goal scorer is not available, then you struggle.
And last one from me, you mentioned the fans leaving early. That's not a good sight to see, is it? You know, how did you feel about that, seeing so many leave well before the end of the game?
I understand them, and I have nothing but respect for them, because they deserve also a little bit better. We should perform a little bit better, because their support is just unbelievable, and I think we have to earn this support again. I have nothing but respect for our supporters, and these are also challenging times for them. I fully understand, but we need them. We really, really need them, and without them, we can't do it.